안녕하세요, 여러분. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you back. Oh my goodness, so excited for today. 오늘 라이브는 우리가 그 영어로 진행을 할 건데요. 여러분들께서 양해를 제가 양해의 말씀을 드립니다. 쌩얼이에요. I know, it's pretty crazy. I know. So today, let me just redo this background. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about shopping. I know a lot of people are interested in shopping English and the things that you can say when you're going shopping. So it's very, very important. Please make sure to utilize the chat box. 라이브 chat으로 바꿔주시면 여러분 chat box 설정란에 라이브 chat으로 바꿔주시면 더 최신 chat으로 보실 수가 있습니다. But anyways, so today we're going to take a look at curly, we're going to take a look at coupang, and then we're going to take a look at olive young, and we are going to take a look at my favorite stuff that I like to purchase, that I have saved in my heart 찜한 상품 box. I don't even know what it's called. But anyways, 한 가지 공지를 드리면 오늘 또 공지가 되게 많네요. 라이브를 매주 수요일 오전 10시에 하는데 마지막 주에는 휴방을 합니다. 그렇기 때문에 다음 주 수요일에는 라이브가 없음을 알려드립니다. 지금 알려드리고 있는 거죠. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with this background? It's like not there for some reason. Anyways, let's take a look at the chat box for today. 영어로 진행된다니 다 알아들 수 없겠지만 Hey! 이미 다 알아들으시는 거 다 알아요. I know you can understand. Okay, so let's take a look at my first list or my saved boxes. This is my curly box. Okay. I'm gonna move me over to the side over here so that we can get a good look at it. So the things that I like to purchase and the things that I like to save on Curly are the stuff that I usually buy for breakfast or dinner with my kids. And I absolutely love some of the stuff that I have saved here. 슈퍼곡물 샐러드, this is like, okay, so this is one of the things that I like to purchase, but I don't eat it as is. I like to add this to my lettuce salad. So for example, if I have a salad, like there's different salads that people like to make, right? So you make your own salads with like romaine lettuce, butterhead lettuce, those little tiny lettuce leaves that they sell, the really baby leaves that they sell. Okay, let's say you have that, but you feel like there's something missing. Like you want to add a little bit more of something to your salad, add this. if you're like me and you like warm elements, like warm little tiny things, like maybe a little bit of warm brown rice in your salad, you can heat this up, add it to your salad as like an extra topping. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, so good. So good. 건강한 음식들이래요. 맞아요. 건강한 음식들이기는 해요. 그리고 저는, so one of the things that I like to do is, you know, this salad right here, this salad, like this one right here, 콜린스 다이닝 샐러드, this one. So if you want, you can get this and the other one, you can get this too, and add the two together as like one salad, which is absolutely amazing. The one thing that I like about curly is all of the ingredients are pretty much fresh and nothing is, like the quality, nothing is below average. The quality of the products that Curly has is nothing is below average. And so I absolutely love that. The steak, the beef steak, I prefer this one because it comes in portions. portions라고 하면 이제 인분이라고 하죠. 몇 인분 하면 like one portion, two portions, right? And the size of the meat for this one is just enough for my kids to finish one chunk of meat. So I absolutely love that. 도제 식빵 is just like, oh, this is the best bread you can possibly find. And I absolutely love this bread. By the way, I haven't sorted out my list. And so you might see things that are just kind of like, huh? Maybe I should have like skimmed through my list to filter out some stuff, but I didn't. I just wanted to show you raw me, pure me, okay? For pasta, I also like this whole wheat pasta, DiBella. Is it DiBella or DiBella? DiBella? I don't know. But anyways, this is something that I like because I find that brown pasta, whole wheat pasta, you can never go wrong with like, uncooked pasta or like overcooked pasta if you cook with this one. So I tend to overcook my pasta sometimes. Yeah, pretty bad, I know. So my kids are like, why is the pasta a little bit too mushy? Like they would say that and they would mention that. But with this pasta, you can never overcook. It's just like, yeah. So I absolutely love that. What else? Okay. This pecan pie. Oh, it's sold out. Oh my God. Is this gonna become like super famous like the other ones? Okay, never mind. Anyways, so this is my absolute favorite pecan pie. Like pecans or pecans, however you want to pronounce it, you can never go wrong with pecan pie in fall. Like in autumn season, this is something you just absolutely have to get. So if it's like Thanksgiving season, we usually go for pumpkin pie or pecan pie or what else do we go for? We go for soft brownies with vanilla ice cream on top. Like we go, dessert for Thanksgiving dinner is just like whatever your family tradition is, you can have. But when you have those days where you're going to have a family gathering, but you don't know what exactly you want to take, or if you didn't have enough time, you ran out of time and you couldn't make anything, this is the way to go. It is absolutely delicious. Okay, let me just move me back to this side. It comes in very, very small portions, but if you cut it in half, maybe it's about like a bite and a half, or maybe it's like 2 bites. I think you can finish one small pie within like 2 bites if you cut it in half. And it's not too sweet, not too chunky, not too liquidy, just right, so that if you want, you can heat it up, and you can heat it up in your toaster oven, in your oven, or you can heat it slightly in the microwave as well if you want to have it warm. But my absolute favorite pecan pie is from Bari Croissant. And there are days where they don't have those full-sized pies. Like last Chuseok, I went to my imo's house, and my imo loves pecan pies. And like she and I are like on the same page. And I went to the Bari Croissant near her house, and they didn't have it. So I was like, oh, dang. So we just bought the strawberry cream cheese tart, or I don't know if it was a tart or a pie, but we got that and we took that because I'm always in charge of dessert. Like my cousin and I we're always in charge of dessert. And so that's what we got. And she brought this, which was absolutely amazing. 피칸 파이 안 먹어도 되니까 선생님이 만든 커피 케이크. Okay, my coffee cake is like, oh my goodness. For those of you who don't know my coffee cake is like the old traditional 90s coffee cake, like 90s Starbucks coffee cake recipe that I kind of tweaked. So there are many different types of recipes out there, but I wanted to make the coffee cake as like close to the coffee cake that they sold in the 90s at Starbucks in Tacoma, Washington, because I used to live in Tacoma, Washington. And the Starbucks coffee cake has changed over the years, but the cake itself, like the cake sheet and the crumble on top, has changed a little too much. So I always wanted to make it to kind of match what I have in my head, the coffee cake that I remember. And so I think it's a recipe that a lot of people who have tried Starbucks coffee cakes in the 90s or early 2000, you'll probably agree with me. If you ever try my coffee cake is like the best. Yes, everybody likes my coffee cake. But anyways, let's move on to Coupang. On Curly, I don't really buy a lot of stuff unless it's like grocery shopping for a special occasion, or if I absolutely crave something specifically from Curly. If not, then I just buy everything on Coupang because Coupang is cheaper, right? Oh my goodness. But Coupang is a different category, isn't it? These are the socks that I wear. I'm showing you my socks. Oh my God. Okay, so, okay, so these are the 양말 that I get. I buy 10 each time. I think I buy my 양말 maybe every year or so, but I specifically like this one because it goes higher up. I like socks that go up higher than the ankle. So this area right here is called the cankle area. I don't know if you know what cankles are, but I have cankles. And I like socks that go higher up. I'm not a big fan of the shorter socks, like socks that only come to like the where your like ankle bone is. Not a big fan of that. I like to go all the way up, but not like to my knees, but just slightly up. I think this is the ratio that is pretty good for women to wear in the fall, autumn season. So that's what I like. Okay. Have you tried this primer? I know it looks expensive. It's like teeny tiny. I think I have it here. Okay. So this is how small it is. It's green, so the chroma key is like going through. I know, it's green. 이게 초록색이라서 이렇게 비쳐요. But this primer, oh my goodness. I have really big pores around my nose, like right here. Because those of you who know me, I used to dance. And so I would sweat a lot. And so in my teenage years, my pores were just like, right? I don't think I have a lot of blackheads, but when I do makeup for special occasions, it's really, really difficult, or it was difficult, to put makeup on my face so that I cover all of my pores. However, this right here, no matter how big your pores are, you are covered with this. I think it's kind of like a very, very, like if you take a look like this. You can't see it because of the chroma. Hold on. Let me see if I can remove the chroma. No, I can't. Okay, so it's like a very, very thick texture. It's not a watery, liquidy texture. It's the type where it gets applied to your face as if it's like a thicker cream. And so for those of you who have worries or who have thoughts about your pores or bigger pores, then I suggest you use this primer in those specific areas. And then everywhere else, I usually use the Vanilla Co primer, the original. So that's just something I use. Okay, so for bleaching my hair, I use the L'Oreal bleach. Oh, Ella, she's so pretty. This is Ella from Meow. I don't know if you know, but Black Label Meow. It's one of the members. But I use this bleach, Excellence bleach, specifically for my hair because it does damage your hair if you do it a lot. But I find that this one is like less damaged. Like my hair gets less damaged through this one, but I try not to do it like a lot. Yeah, 맞아요. 쿠팡이 싸네요. 네이버 검색하면 2만 원 넘는데. Get your stuff from Coupang. You have to get your stuff from Coupang. So this is the bleach that I use. And then for my, for the color of, because I really don't like orange bleached hair. I'm not a big fan. Actually, I just don't like orange bleached hair. Like if you get that very, very like orangey look, it just makes you look a little bit more, well, I don't know about you, but it makes me look very, very like cheap in a sense. I don't know. I think it's just the way I look. I think it's the facial features and the tone of my face, like the color of my skin. It just doesn't work with that orangey color after I bleach my hair. So in order to get like this very cool toned, so if you get like orangey hair, it's more like here. You see how it's like a little bit orange here? It goes like this the first time. So after bleaching my hair, I want this very pale kind of grayish bleached look. So I do this. I use this Hello Bubble white silver on top here so that I can get this very cool toned bleached hair, which I think is more suitable to me. For those of you who love coverage, or those of you who have really good skin and you just want to use BB cream, this is my favorite. Blemish Balm Classic regulating BB cream. As you can see, I go red around here. I have Hongjo, and so I go red around here. And this BB cream, on days where I don't want to wear like full out, full makeup, I just put this on and it's just like, pah, there you go. But today I didn't put anything on, yes. So there you go. It is a little bit on the pricier side. It is a little bit on the expensive side. However, and this thing is like teeny tiny. Like the size is like super small. It's only like this big. Yeah, so it's pretty small. It's pretty small. However, it's well worth purchasing because I have really sensitive skin. Like I have such sensitive skin that if I purchase a new lotion, a new cream, a new toner, and I have never tried that out, my face just goes like I'll get little tiny pimples, I'll get breakouts all over, like right here. I'll start to go red, and it starts to go red like down here as well. And so I cannot use your regular typical, oh, it's good for your skin type of products. Can't use those. No. I have to test it out. I have to make sure it doesn't cause any breakouts and that I don't get a rash. Yeah. My mom has really sensitive skin, so it's probably like genetic that I have sensitive skin. I also like the light color ones. I go back and forth between the classic and the light. So the classic is more of like a pale color. Classic is like that pinky color over here, over there. And then the light is this, you know, kind of like this beige, light beige color right here. So I like to go like back and forth between the two. And sometimes I even mix it up. Yes. This is my favorite shampoo. Wait, is it this one? Is it this one or the other one? It might be this one or it might be this one. I think it's this one that I like. No, it didn't have a white top. It had a black top. The one I used this morning. So this has like it's an anti-dandruff shampoo. However, I've used Head and Shoulders. I've used Dr. something. I've used, what else have I used? I've used, I think I've used a variety of different shampoos, especially cooling shampoos. Because I bleach my hair, I want to make sure I get that very, very clean cooling effect on my scalp so I can give my scalp time to recover. And this one is the least, how do I say it? The least hardcore cooling. This one is very, very gentle on your scalp. It's not like, it's cooling, like menthol. It's not like that at all. It's very, very soothing. It's very cooling. And it also gives you that kind of like scalp treatment kind of feeling on your head and on your scalp, which is absolutely wonderful, if you ask me. And so this is what I use. I also use the L'Oreal Excellence. L'Oreal. So I use the L'Oreal Excellence, this one. I use this one. I use the shampoo and conditioner for this one because when I grow out my hair, I'll get a lot of split ends. 이 머리카락이 끝에가 이렇게 갈라지는 걸 split ends라고 부르는데요. I get a lot of split ends because I blow dry my hair. I use the curling iron. I use the cramping iron or clamping iron, whatever it's called. I also use the straightener a lot. And so the ends of my hair, I can get a lot of split ends. However, this restoring shampoo and conditioner you don't have to cut off your split ends. It'll restore your hair so that the molecules inside of your hair rejuvenate, and it just, the split ends naturally fall off, or they just automatically heal. I don't know how they did it, but that's how they did it. So that's how they kind of like cool down and stuff. Huogo sauce. These two are my absolute favorite. This spicy one and then this like peanut sauce. I love these. Oh my goodness, I love these. What else do I have in my gym list? Oh, have you ever tried this tteokbap sauce? So if you're like me and you like Japanese food, I like the tempura rice and kind of like the katsudon style rice. And I like to cook that for my kids. If you're the type of person where you can't boil and broth your own sauce, this is what I suggest you get. It's very, very convenient, not too sweet, not too salty, but if you want to kind of like water it out and like wean it out a little, you can add a little bit of water and sugar to it, and it'll become like the sauce for your rice that you normally get at restaurants. What else? Ooh, cleaners. I think this one is my favorite, the wood cleaner. I usually use Windex because I have a lot of glass in my office. There's a lot of glass windows, and the walls, like two sides, are just glass with steel frames. And so I have to clean and wipe a lot on glass. So I use a lot of Windex. But for those surfaces where you need to actually like clean stuff off, I use this. It smells really good and it's not too strong. Like it doesn't have a strong chemically smell. And so I like using this. This one smells like wood. This one smells like basil. And then this is lavender and eucalyptus. I think I have, whoa! I think I have the lavender and eucalyptus one. Oh, they can't find it. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, this is the lavender and eucalyptus one. I like this one the most because after you clean your surfaces, it gives it like a kind of like a freshy herbal kind of scent. Although I do like the basil one too. The basil one smells pretty good too. I like that one too. Okay, my absolute favorite coffee capsules. Liquid capsules that you just pop open and you just pour into your hot water or your hot milk. If you want 2 shots, you just pour 2 into your coffee cup like this. This is my absolute favorite one because I like coffee that is a little bit more nutty, not too acidic. I'm not a big fan of acidic, tangy flavors in my coffee. I like my coffee to be a little bit more bold, a little bit more nutty, and a little bit more rich in the coffee flavor. So this is what I like to purchase. And my absolute favorite tteokbokki is this one. Just putting it out there. I love this tteokbokki. It's just, I like 쌀떡, not 밀떡. So 밀떡 is made with flour. 쌀떡 is made with actual like rice powder. And I prefer this. And so I get this on coupon most of the time. Yes. So those are the things that I have in my gym list for curly and coupon. Now we have olive young. I'm a big fan of vanilla co, and a lot of you guys already know the Clean at Zero cleaners where you have the, what do you call it? The balm and then the cleansing, what's it called? The cleansing foam. And with the balm, I use vanilla clean at 0 or numbers in cleaning oil. Numbers in. Cleaning oil is really good too. So it really cleans out and gets out the makeup that you have on and that your skin has absorbed. And it really gets close into the pores so that you're just letting it all go. For the finish powder, I liked this one. 우리 정한이 너무 예쁘다. 군대에서 잘 지내고 있겠죠? 네, 건강하게 잘 들어오시기를 바래요. So this is the finishing powder that I use after I've applied a lot of the cushion or whatever it is that I like to apply. 난킴 님도 쌀떡 파세요. Yeah, I prefer. Stacy 님도 쌀떡이시구나. I am a big fan of 쌀떡. Yes. This is a little bit off topic, but 한양대 근처에 왕십리 사거리 쪽 제1분식이라고 치면 나와요. It's like right in front of a church, very close to an elementary school, and it is the best 쌀떡 떡볶이 I have had in years. I found out about the place when my daughter was like, we were walking home from her school, and she was like, 엄마, 우리 떡볶이 먹고 가면 안 돼요? I had never tried their tteokbokki before, but oh my goodness, it's absolutely amazing. But anyways, yes, off topic, but when it comes to finishing powder, I use this. My cushion is the Etid Cloud Cushion. I have it with me right here. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite cushion because it gives you like kind of like a blending effect. I don't know if you know what blending effect is, but if you like your cushion to be very light, and if you like applying on makeup that is not too thick and heavy, but you want some coverage, this is your answer right here. Yes. After applying this cushion on, if you spray lightly of the fixer, you get that like very like celebrity, like Korean celebrity K-pop star makeup kind of look, but it's not like too much. It's just enough so that you can go out and not feel like you have on like very heavy makeup. I use this a lot. 제1분식 앞에 가서 비키 선생 이분들 보게나 또. 왕십리 오실 일 있으시면 제1분식 앞에서 저한테 연락 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 제1분식은 참고로 오후 4시 반쯤 되면 떡볶이 품절이라서 먹을 수 없고요. 순대는 5시쯤에 품절되는 걸로 네, 재료 소진으로 마감하시는 걸로 알고 있습니다. So, I don't know if they open on weekends. I think they do open on weekends, but if you want really good 쌀떡볶이, you can go here, or you can go to 한양대 악어 떡볶이 is really good too. I like 한양대학교 악어 떡볶이 and 제1분식. 제1분식 is like my absolute favorite. You know the shape of their 떡? Like some places the shape of their 떡 is like 가래떡, but like smaller size 가래떡. This place is like thinner 쌀떡, but it's like cut on a diagonal angle. 그거 아세요? 손가락만한데 이렇게 대각선으로 잘린 떡. I absolutely love that. And I think it's like the best 떡볶이 you can ever get. So if you're in the area, call me up and I will go. For my shading, I use this shading brush along with the shading. 그거 이름이 뭐죠? I use this shading brush along with the 재창조 shading contour powder, 에뛰드 contour powder. These two. Yes. 에뛰드 그림자 쉐이딩 1호 재창조, 에뛰드 그림자 쉐이딩 3호 재조명. This one is a little bit more for the cool tone, and this one is more for the warm tone people, but I like to use both. I like to mix my colors up a little bit because I am on the light, cool kind of scale, but I'm not like absolutely cool. I have a little bit of a warm tone in certain areas of my skin. So I use this, but for the brushes, I use her brushes, this brush, along with like this brush. I use her brushes because I think it's something about her brushes that just gets the makeup on very evenly and not too blotchy. There are certain types of brushes where, okay, so if you're shading and you're shading your nose area, like right here, some brushes, the first spot you touch is where you get the most color. But some brushes, if you do this, you get like, like you get like a big stain of color like on your first touch. And these don't do that. You can apply the shading contouring powder on with a very, very gradual gradation, very, very subtle gradation of the powder on your face. So I like to use these two. Oh, however, when it comes to applying like eyeshadow and blending eyeshadow and blending shading powder along here, I like to use these Daiso brushes. These are from Daiso and very, very cheap, very, very flat and angled. And you can blend totally well with these brushes. If you want to blend your, this one is for my eyeshadow and this one is for like blending out my shading colors. But if you are into makeup and you want to use really, really subtle blending methods, I suggest you use those two brushes from Daiso. Everybody knows the 에뛰드 Ginger Sugar Lip Care package, right? However, I recently bought the overnight lip mask. So you apply it on your lips before you go to bed. And then in the morning when you wake up, your lips are just like plump and very juicy. However, I'm not a big fan of the chapstick. I purchased the lip balm. And what is this? This one, lip balm. So it's kind of like a little bit more of moisture that you can apply to your lips rather than the chapstick. So this chapstick is like the hard chapstick type. And so I like this better than the hard chapstick type. My lips, I have really dry skin. So my lips get dry really easily. When my friends visit from Canada, I buy this for them to take home and to gift to their friends. This is just absolutely amazing for those of you who have a definite part. Now, for some people like me, if you part in the same area like this, your part can become wider. And you can see that, you know, it's like, oh, 나이 들어서 그래, right? You're getting old, like me. Like I'm in my 40s, early 40s, and this is absolutely amazing. So you go like this, and you see how my part is very, very definite. 여기 이렇게 팡팡팡팡팡팡팡 해주시는 거예요. That's it, right? That's all you do. And your part becomes less definite. And you can see that it's like, it kind of looks like it's a little bit more closed off. You can also use this for your sidelines right here, like here. If you feel like it's going a little bit too empty, then you can do this and just like color it in like that. Oops, I think I did a little too much. I usually use this like right here because after I gave birth to Tyler, my third youngest, I lost a lot of hair right here, but it didn't really like grow back. So I use this to kind of make it look a little bit more full, not fool. So I use that. This is one of my absolute favorite things that I buy for my friends. Mascara, oh my goodness. You can never go wrong with this mascara. It does not clump. It does not give you chunks. It does not give you excess mascara on your eyelashes. Although chunky and clumpy mascara is back in trend. So in the early 2000s, we used to have like very, very chunky, bold mascara, right? And that was like the trend. And that's actually like coming back. 2025 mascara. Whoops. If you search that, mascara trends, if you search that, you'll probably get these images where you get like very, very chunky kind of looks. Like you get this kind of look with the mascara, like very full eye makeup, like very, very chunky and very full on mascara for the looks of 2025 fall. And you can do that and you can create that look with this mascara. But I like this because it gets applied very, very soft and easily and very smooth. So I use this, I've been using this ever since like I've been doing makeup for my YouTube videos or any kind of studio recordings and stuff. It's very, very nice and it has a very thin brush like this. So as you can see, it has a very, very thin brush and it's not too chunky or clumpy. And so it gets applied on very smoothly and it is waterproof. You can get it waterproof so that if you cry or if you're emotional, then, you know, it won't kind of like, you won't get the smudges. Okay, last but not least, my favorite brand for makeup is, 우리 난킴님께서 hair shading은 처음 봐요. Wow. Do you know there's like hair puffs and hair powders? Do you know that? 그거 아세요? Hair powder. Hair powder. Oh, I think it's this one. Hair powder. No, dry hair powder. 제가 이걸, I found out about this recently. Because I got on the bus. So one day I'm coming to work. I got on the bus and there was a high school girl going like this and doing this on her head, like near her roots, just like doing this, like over and over again. Over and over again. She was just like doing this on the bus. And I'm like, what is she doing to her hair? Like, what is she doing? And I found out, I asked one of my students, I found out it was this. So, you know, on days where you just can't wash your hair in the morning, like you were just totally late or you were in a rush, you just had a lot of things to do and you just didn't have enough time. Well, this is your solution. When you have oily hair towards your scalp, you apply this on and it'll make your hair a little bit more dry, as if you blow dried your hair. Isn't that amazing? 그 머리가 떡지면 아니면 못 감아서 드라이를 못했다거나 머리를 못 감았다 하면 이걸 그냥 여기다가 이렇게 바르면 뽀송뽀송해지는 거죠. It becomes light and fluffy. So yeah, apparently that's what it is. My last but not least favorite brand is Hui. I love Hui and their lip products. I have one of these, and I have one of these, and I have one of these. I absolutely love their products because it's not too glossy, like it's not too overwhelming. And this one is, I think this one is the Blooming Gloss Scotch 30%. They come in 70 or 30% pigment. So what that means is if you choose 30% pigment, then this has less color. This only has 30% of the pigment, so the color doesn't really come out too much. If you choose 70% pigment, that means it has that much more pigments of the color that you're choosing, so you get more color on your lips. That's basically what it is. 음식 먹고 나도 지워지지 않는 틴트 있으면 추천해 주실 수 있나요? Oh my goodness. I have the one for you. So, this is my bag. And my kids call it the 도라에몽 bag because I carry everything in here. And this is, 이런 메이크업 꿀팁은 정말 아무한테나 안 알려주는 건데. Okay, so, I will show you my favorite products that I carry. And so as you can see, this is the lip and cheek pudding pot from Hui that I just showed you. 제가 아까 방금 보여드렸던 거 it's this one. However, this one you apply with a little spongy brush, but it does wear off a little bit. Like it does wear off a little bit. 그래서 얘는 음식 먹으면 좀 지워져요. So it does wear off, and you go like this, and you just apply it on your lips. So you have to carry the brush. Well, you can use your fingers. You can use your fingers for this. But this is my absolute favorite. However, if you want your lip color to stay as is after you have eaten something, for example, like I would have like a bowl of tteokbokki and it would just be gone, right? This is 토니 모리, sorry, not Molly, but 토니 모리 퍼펙트 립 쇼킹 립 레드 쇼킹. This tint right here is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. 제 눈이 반짝했나요? Yes. So you put this, okay, so don't get me wrong. There's a lot of beauty YouTubers out there, and there's a lot of people who have different methods of applying lip tint on. But this is my method, and I'm going to show you my method. I'm going to grab some tissue. Okay, so this is what you do. Okay, you apply this tint as your base color because it's pretty strong. It'll last for a long time. Now I'm gonna warn you, it's pretty strong. Okay, I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna show you. It's pretty strong, so you want to go from the inside, and you want to make it like gradual, and draw that outer line like this. Okay. 이러고 나가라는 거 아니에요, 여러분. Just bear with me, okay? This is not what you want to wear out, okay? And this tint smells really good. It smells like candy. 뭐 이러고 나가고 싶으시다면 이러고 나가셔도 돼요. Like it doesn't matter, right? However, I don't suggest going out with this tint on unless you're like, hello Cruella. and you want to go like that. But, okay. So this is what you do. You apply the tint. 토니모리 이 shocking tint를 바르십니다. You apply this. And then, this is my trick. You take a piece of tissue and you go like this. Dab, dab, dab. 이렇게. Dab, dab, dab on your lips. All right? And the upper lips, you get like a gradation here, but you still get that color on the bottom. Now, if you don't want it to be too much, you can also like erase it a little bit. Like on the sides like this. And then, you see how my lips are just like absolutely red? I don't want to go out with red lips. That's not what I want to do. This right here is Eti, the soft fixing tint. 이게 soft fixing tint라고 해서 it's from Eti, where is it? 포근 fixing tint is what it's called. Okay, you can get it at Olive Young. There's 14 different colors. You can get it like on Coupang as well. You can get it anywhere, basically. Okay, then you apply this tint on top of this red. I personally prefer very fall natural colors, and you apply it on top. You see how it blends? And you do this to get that color you want. And so basically, you're applying the color of the soft tint on top of the fixing tint, okay? Now you can use this tint, you can use lipstick. What else do I have? I like to use MAC. This MAC is Yash 631 Yash matte lipstick. I like to use this one, but you can use this and mix it up like this to get like that very, very subtle, natural look. This is my favorite lipstick, by the way. And there you go. That's how you get your lip color and have it last for as long as you want. 이렇게 하면 먹고 난 다음에 베이스 컬러 그 틴트가 있기 때문에 먹고 지워지지가 않아요. You still get that very, very lively color. So what do? You come out. So for example, let's say I had a meal, okay? I had a meal and all of my lip color gets erased like this, okay? Let's say all of my lip color, I just had a big bowl of tteokbokki and this is what happened. Then what you do is you just apply your lip gloss after your meal. You just do this. Hey, hey. There you go. You still have color. You still have that base tone. So whichever color you want, you apply it first. And this one, I think, comes in different colors too. Let me just check. Okay, let me check if this one comes in. What is this called again? 토니모리 퍼펙트 립. 토니모리 퍼펙트 립. 토니모리 퍼펙트 립 쇼킹. There's 18 different colors. There's 18 different colors you can get. Look at all these colors you can get. I have this red color because I have very, very pale lips to start with. So I bought this red color. But if you want to go for a more subtle color, you can go for these different colors. 저는 I think I have shocking red. What is this? Red shocking. This is pink shocking, coral shocking, petal shocking, red shocking. This is the one that I have, okay? But you can also get different colors. Maybe I think I want like brick shocking or apricot. Maybe I should. I like the brick too. This will give you more subtle colors. So you can use this with this tint if you want. For those of you who know the Etude liquid tint, 그 Etude liquid tint도 되게 좋아요. It's really nice too. However, I prefer this one because this one lasts longer. 그래서 틴트 하나만 바르고 싶으신 분들은 요거를 내가 원하는 색상으로 구입해서 you can just buy whichever color you want and just use this alone. But if you're like me, I like to put my color on top and kind of go from there. Yeah, so there you go. 꿀팁 감사합니다라고 스테이시님께서 말씀해 주셨어요. You are so welcome. Yes. So that was my 찜 목록 for Coupang, Kelly, and Curly and Olive Young. I hope you got a lot out of watching me today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being with me throughout the whole live. I really do appreciate it. We are going to be having a couple of new announcements. We are going to be having no live next week. 다음 주는 수요일 라이브가 없습니다. 구독해 주시고 팔로우 해 주시면 너무나도 감사드리겠습니다. We are going to meet up again in November. 저희는 11월에 다시 수요 라이브로 만나 뵙도록 할 텐데요. 찾아가는 영어 배달 교육 서비스가 출시되었습니다. 저의 인스타그램 그리고 유튜브 채널 커뮤니티 라인에 가시면 정확한 디테일을 보실 수 있으니까 만약에 내가 영어 스터디 모임이 있다, 내가 북클럽이 있다, 뭐 각종 모임 다 됩니다. 교회 모임, 뭐 종교 모임, 아니면 스터디 그룹, 뭐 북클럽, 뭐 엄마들의 수다 모임, 커피 타임 다 돼요. You can invite me anywhere. 찾아가는 영어 교육 배달 서비스를 출시했으니까 여러분 많은 관심 부탁드리고요. 우리는 11월에 다시 만나도록 11월 5일 수요일 오전 10시에 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다. Thank you so much for being here. I love you to the moon and back. I'll see you next time. Bye!